CCU was privileged to have radio personality and author Cal Thomas on campus for a couple of days, speaking to classes and doing several public events. CCU TV got to sit down with him.
The average age of empires and great nations is 250 years. And so on July 4th, 2026, the United States will be 250 years old. And Glubb saw a pattern of decline in great nations. And his last one before the collapse is decadence. And I make the case in a very long chapter at the end that we are deep into decadence, and it may be too late to turn around. But in my view, the only way that's going to happen is a spiritual revival. It's not going to come through Washington.
What can I and others my age do to reverse that trend and to return to the faith?
Well, you start with yourself because you can't improve a nation unless you improve yourself. Develop these virtues. Marry well, invest wisely, don't live beyond your means, don't go into great credit card debt, which is a snare. Find a good mentor. Find somebody you look up to who would be happy to share their life with you and their experiences and pour in their wisdom to you, and you'll shortcut a lot of your own mistakes.
Should Christians be going into politics, or should we be investing our time and our resources in the church or in ministry and business?
Well, sure. Well, if you have the talent and the will and feel led to, yes, but you should not go in with high expectations. Politics is a worthy calling if you feel called to it, but you have a lot of competing voices. You shouldn't expect to rebuild moral issues and character from the top down. You're not going to get trickle-down morality from members of Congress who have difficulty imposing it upon themselves.
What advice would you give to students who specifically want to work in media or journalism?
Work hard, show up, don't complain, be a servant, do anything they ask of you, and you will be noticed and you will be promoted if you have the skills and the talent.
One final question, kind of more broadly speaking. What advice do you have for 20-somethings who are going out into the world and wanting to make an impact and wanting to win souls for the kingdom?
You have to awaken a need in someone before they are interested in Jesus. People want to see it's real in you. Now, there's nothing wrong with going into church work, but I'd like to see more believers in the world. For many, going into church work is a cocoon, a place of safety. But go out and confront the world. I mean, we have the sword of truth, we have the breastplate of righteousness, we have the helmet of salvation, and we have fast shoes. What more could you ask?